Hey Mike, it's Ryan, and I was going through Google looking at CEO coaches and executive coaching, and I came across this site, which is a blog based platform. This is a static page that has basically all different types of tabs that venture off and go to different pages, so you can see um, that the subject line up here, or the URL. I would think that there's a way to format this so it ends in .com, and then you can have backslash clients or backslash services, and it just builds your Google juice. But for this page, it's fairly simple. It has videos and access to videos that this individual may have had, or testimonials straight from YouTube. You got LinkedIn here, so you can connect fairly easily. You can connect with him and follow him on Facebook, and you can follow him on Twitter here as well. There's ways to connect these two and the blog as well. So if you wanted to make one blog post, it could go to your Twitter feed and go to your Facebook feed very easily. What this guy doesn't have, and what I would recommend for you, is that let's hold on. His static page is pretty nice. I mean, the colors are pretty blah and a little bit boring. I would probably have this video down here. Probably move it up. You've probably heard the term in the newspaper, above the fold and below the fold. Maybe putting it right a bit, getting rid of this huge picture of, I'm not sure what city that is, maybe San Francisco or New York or something. But you get rid of that huge picture and maybe have a little bit more content with the video of him describing where you are, why you're here, and what to do next. And if you were to have something like this, and then you had a little box right here that said get the first chapter of your book for free for your name and email address, you can automatically send them your first chapter or your favorite chapter, or heck, a bunch of excerpts from the book that kind of are little snippets to give them an idea of what they're going to be getting into. So at that point, you can contact the people fairly regularly with a Constant Contact or Aweber or MailChimp type of service. So you'd have a little box right here, and it would be powered by one of those third parties I just mentioned, which integrate very easily. But the bottom line is, now you have their email addresses if you wanted to send them a note saying that you're having a special, that you're going to be making an appearance, or you did something on Facebook, you want them to like it. You can reach out to these people now because you have their email address. You can also follow up with them if they want to buy the rest of the book if they haven't done so already. I would have some of this content that this guy has, the biography, the blog. This is a blog based platform for the website, but you obviously have another section to the blog, which brings us to his blog, where, come on, it's a little bit busy with the left and the right. This guy's got advertisers on the right hand side, but the key is that you have this blog, and maybe you don't have the advertisements and the busyness, but you definitely want to have this part in there as well. So you can do that. Accompanied with this, you could also have some landing pages. Like, for instance, this is Kira's landing page for her conference call that she's doing tomorrow night with a woman out of, I think she's out of Washington. She has smallworldbeauty.com, which is a blog for fitness and nutrition stuff. So this is just a one-page URL, and she has, we should put her video up too, a little bit higher than the full, but you have her video, and then you have the register here to get the access to the conference call, the phone number, and the access code. So I'm not sure if that's something that you wanted to do to conduct those calls, because it is a little bit more work, and you could go through and basically interview some of your competitors and colleagues in the field, and hopefully both parties have sizable email lists where you can send a blast email out to them to tell them to sign up for the call, with the end in mind being that you want to promote your book, or you're going to help somebody else promote their product or book, and maybe you get a cut of it. So that is the landing page side. Here is the blog plate based side of like the home page. You could even do membership type of thing if you wanted people to go in. But again, I don't know your desire and how far involved you want to be. And let me show you the back end of this and how fairly simple it is once you do it. They call this part the dashboard for obvious reasons. And basically, you would go in, all of that stuff that we saw on this guy's blog on the side, that's done. So he doesn't have to do anything. That's auto-loaded. He's just controlling the stuff in the middle right here, and he's adding a picture. But what you would do is you would just go to post, add new, slow today. So this is what you would do for your title. And then you can just fill in all your content here. One of the ways you can get people to show up to the blog or show up to your landing page is that if you go around and say, for instance, if this guy, you know that there's a lot of people following him, you would look up your niche and find out who the big players are who have these sites. Just start making comments on them with a link back to your landing page or your site where they can get that free chapter or free snippets. The other stuff you don't really need to be concerned about, like how this all happens. Like you buy the domain name, you buy the HostGator account, and that's so you can the website can actually host it somewhere in cyberspace. And then how to forward all that stuff. That's pretty simple, and that hasn't changed. You just need to figure out how deeply you want to take it and what is your idea. Do you want to get more clients, or do you want to just push the book? So it's really up to you and the level of interest you want to take into it. So that is lesson 1 on what you should do with this. And I'm in the process of making videos. I just started my first one on last Thursday on how to kind of set this up, set up mine, like how to set up something like this. Really slow today. So this is my site with all of my posts, and I give away a free ebook on how to buy a house that I put together. You can log into the back end here. You can search for properties now down here. You can see that this is connected to my videos that I have on YouTube with a simple plugin feature. And a plugin is basically going to this side and downloading a plugin, and there's millions of them for whatever you want, and just move it over. It's literally drag and drop technology with WordPress, which is really cool. And you can see here that, say if you downloaded this theme like I did, it comes, but all of these like subheaders and stuff, they don't exist until you put them in. So you basically have to create a new page, and then you can just create a parent page. So this one's called education, and when I was putting in the home buyer class, the home seller class, the ebook and all that stuff, you just create a new category, and then you have education be its parent, so it's not a bunch of clutter up here. And same with your post. This is connected to your post. So if you have a post and you put it in a certain category, like say if you want to do Medford News or Southie News, you just create the category and check off that category that you now want to include it. So hopefully this gets you going. This is the other end too, of after people subscribe, you have them now locked in. We have all of our email addresses here, and if we wanted to send a message, you just broadcast the message and you schedule it and you send it out. So everything's fairly simple. First step is what you want out of it. So let me know and I can point you in the right direction. We'll talk to you soon.